Most flowers ask for something every single year. Dig them up, replant them, buy a fresh batch, do it all over again come spring. These 9 don't. Plant them once, and they come back on their own, year after year, without you spending another dollar or lifting a shovel. Some spread. Some recede. Some just quietly get better every season they're left alone. I'm going to walk through all 9, and exactly what makes each one worth planting just the one time. Welcome back to Thrifty Root Garden. This channel is about growing more and spending less, and a flower bed you only have to plant once is about as good as it gets for that. Every flower on this list is a true perennial or a reliable self-seeder, not something that technically survives but looks worse every year. These come back stronger, and in most cases, they spread into more of a display than what you started with. Let's get into it. Number 1, coneflowers. Coneflowers are one of the toughest, most reliable perennials you can plant, and left alone through fall and winter, the spent seed heads drop seed that fills in the bed on its own. They tolerate poor soil, drought, and neglect better than almost anything else on this list, and a single planting often turns into a full patch within 2 or 3 seasons. Number 2, black-eyed Susans. Black-eyed Susans come back every year from the same root system, and also self-seed aggressively if you leave the flower head standing. They handle heat, poor soil, and inconsistent watering without complaint, which makes them one of the most forgiving plant-it-and-forget-it flowers available. Number 3, daylilies. Daylilies are true perennials that return every year and slowly form a wider clump over time. They tolerate a wide range of soil and light conditions, and once established, they need essentially nothing from you beyond an occasional division if the clump gets crowded, which just gives you more free plants anyway. Number 4, peonies. Peonies are famous for outliving the person who planted them, with some plants still blooming reliably after 50 years in the same spot. They're slow to establish in the first year or 2, but once settled, they come back bigger and fuller every single spring without any replanting required. Number 5, hostas. Hostas are shade-loving perennials that return every year and expand steadily as the clump matures. They ask for almost nothing beyond occasional watering during dry spells, and their biggest maintenance need, dividing an overcrowded clump, is really just a way of getting free new plants. Number 6, lavender. Lavender is a woody perennial that, once established, thrives specifically on being left alone. It prefers poor, well-drained soil and minimal watering, which makes it one of the few flowers that actually performs worse with too much care rather than too little. Number 7, catmint. Catmint returns reliably every year, spreads slightly wider each season, and blooms for months at a time with essentially no input. It tolerates heat and drought better than most flowering perennials, and a light trim after the first bloom flush is the only maintenance it really asks for. Number 8, Russian sage. Russian sage is a tough, drought-tolerant perennial that comes back every year and actually improves with neglect, since rich soil and frequent watering tend to make it leggy and floppy instead of full and upright. Poor soil and infrequent watering, counterintuitively, is exactly what keeps it looking its best. Number 9, sedum. Sedum is a true perennial that returns every year, spreads slowly into a fuller clump, and tolerates drought, poor soil, and neglect better than almost any other flowering plant. It also roots easily from cuttings, so a single plant can multiply into several more without you buying anything at all. If you want a garden that gets fuller every year instead of needing to be replanted, subscribe. This is exactly the kind of budget-friendly gardening this channel is built around. Let me know in the comments which of these 9 you already have growing. Quick recap. Coneflowers, black-eyed Susans, daylilies, peonies, hostas, lavender, catmint, Russian sage, and sedum. Every one of these is a true perennial or a reliable self-seeder, which means a single planting session can give you a flower bed that keeps improving for years without spending another dollar. That's the full list. If this gave you some ideas for a lower maintenance flower bed this year, hit like. It helps this channel reach more people trying to grow more without spending more. And subscribe if you want next week's video the moment it's up. I'll see you in the next one.